All right, guys. Well, I'm so glad that all of you hopped on tonight. My name is Holly Devers. I am from Alabama. I live in a small town called Clanton, and there's about 10,000 people here. So it's not very big. It's right in the middle of the state of Alabama. And I just really wanted to share with you my story. Like I said, just flew in from Houston where there was a regional event with Q. And 3 weeks ago, I flew out to corporate. And so I've been able to meet the president, the CEO, the staff. I've met all of the top leaders from the very top of the company and everything. So I feel like I have a good handle on the company, what it is, what it represents, the future. We actually had dinner with the president last night. He literally sat across from me and Josh, and they were having great conversations. And if you listen to the live, opportunity event that he did, he used Josh in his presentation. And Josh was not even in the room. He was at Starbucks. I could have killed him because he's like, Holly, is it okay if I tell that about Josh? I'm like, yeah. And his seat's empty beside me. So I was mortified that he was not even in there, that he was in the Starbucks line first. And then I was like, oh my gosh, the president of the company is using our example. So, anyway, when I tell you that I've been able to sit down and talk with these people, I literally have sat down and talked with these people. And I could not be more excited. So, backstory for me, I'm a special education teacher by trade, and I taught for 9 years. We adopted our son through foster care, and I began wanting to be a stay at home mom. Now, I have Lexi, she'll be 13, and she's older, and I could just never stay at home with her. So, we always worked, sent her to daycare. But with Eli, I really said, I really want to be a stay at home mom this time, but I couldn't afford to do that. So, insert network marketing by accident. And I realized I could supplement my income. So I worked really hard. Within a year, I was able to stay at home. And this would have been my 5th year that I would have gone back to school teaching, but I've been home for 5 years. So with network marketing, we were able to invest in other things with our money. We made several hundred thousand, and I own 2 real estate franchises. So a lot of people will say, well, why don't you just grow your real estate franchises? Why are you still doing network marketing? And I want to tell you, it's because a lot of people don't put their eggs in different baskets. They just focus in on one thing. And to have true long-term financial wealth and a legacy for your family in the future, you need to have your eggs in different baskets. And it's never been proven more than it has in the last 8 weeks with what's happened with COVID. I own 2 real estate franchises. They're expensive. We have about 40 people that work underneath us. I sell real estate too. At one point, there was a 6-week span. I didn't close a house, and sometimes I close 10 houses a month. So you never know what the income is going to be, especially with COVID and the things that are coming in. Now, I think it's just smart when you can find something that can help with the future, that can help with retirement, that you can work from your phone. I'm still working my full-time job, still helping run my franchises, still being a mom, being a wife, going to church, doing all the things, traveling, doing, leading. I'm doing it all, and it's okay. And I'm making tons of money doing Q on my phone. Now, I switched over to Q about 2 months ago, and it wasn't that there was something wrong with my last company, but I had gotten to a point that I could not grow the people that I needed to in that necessarily. It's a little bit complicated and different, but I was there 5.5 years. And so I have nothing bad to say about them, the people or the company. They're amazing. It was just time for me to move on and transition into something. And when I found this, I knew I had kind of found the perfect storm. So when you're looking for network marketing, if you've been in it a while or if you haven't and you kind of need to know, there are several things you need to pay attention to. The company needs to be very financially stable, which Q is. Mark Wilson is an NFL quarterback formerly. He's a very wealthy man. He makes a ton of money off of his real estate, and he opened this company 8 years ago. Now, the compensation plan was really bad, and that's another thing you need to look at for compensation, is the plan when you're doing network marketing. Insert Jake Spencer, who is now co-owner with Mark. 2 years ago in 2018, he came in as a consultant. He changed the comp plan, and since then we have grown by 700%. Because why? The comp plan is benefiting the company and benefiting the ambassadors. They are a team. We work together. You can't do one way or the other. It has to be a combination of the two. So we are a team. We are a family. And I love the way it runs. I've been to corporate. I love them so much. When I literally walked the last day after everything was over, I walked from the corporate to the hotel, and I had to walk in front of everyone. I had my big glasses on and tears were running down my face. And I was crying because I knew what I had found with this company. I knew I had found stuff that the products can help a lot of people, especially with everything going on in the world with autoimmune diseases, anxiety, depression, not to mention immune system. And I knew I'd found something that could change the people that I love and my family members' lives and can change my family's life even more. So the compensation plan is insane and it is amazing. Now, this is the most important thing when you're looking at network marketing besides those two. When I entered with my last company, there was about 10,000 or so people that went to convention, and I was one of 500 at the top of that company. And I was there for about 5 years. With this company, there were 800 people in January at convention. And when they flew me out 3 weeks ago, I was one of a little over 30 people at the top of that company. That is it. When I was there, I was two of the people from Alabama, the girl that started before me. She joined the day before me. And the lady in the line, in the food line, she said, "Hey, you're that girl from Alabama." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." And she said, "There was one person that joined in April and 150 in May." And my mind went, one in April, 150 in May? There's 10,000 people in my town. What the heck have I just found? I looked around. There were two people from Texas. I sat across the president, and he was like, "Okay, well, since we can't do convention in big groups in October, we may just do pods in the biggest states that they're at." They named 3 states: Texas, which is a no-brainer. Network marketing crazy is Texas, California, and Missouri. That's it. That's it. Did you hear anybody in the South besides Texas would be the closest? No. So after everything, my husband sat there and listened to the future. In the next 45 days, the things that they are launching with this company are going to be amazing. We are ending this month with extra bonuses. We grew more than we'd ever grown before in the last 2 months, which is in the middle of COVID. And we are sitting literally on a gold mine. Now, I don't know about you, but as a businesswoman, I'm an idiot if I do not find this and run with it, because all I'm doing here is helping people with their health and wellness, and I'm making my family money. I'm having a nest egg. I'm having a backup plan. I'm having plan B in case everything in the world shuts down. But you know what's not going to shut down? These people needing vitamins for their kids. And you need to pay attention to what's going to happen in the next 45 days. Vitamins for themselves. Have you noticed people need vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D? Right here. These little sprays. They have all 3 of that in these. $17, $17.50 right there. They're not even that expensive. It's insane the things that are coming out with this company. And it really turned my head when I realized, oh my gosh, this is something that people can build a legacy with. They have a long-term plan. This is not a get-rich kind of thing where you hit it and leave and miss it. This is, let me leave a long-term financial plan for my family for years to come. They're even setting up things where you can pass it down to your children to leave a long-term business plan. When you join this company, you automatically get a financial planner for free, and they will help you to know how to pay down your debt and your finances. This company did not just become a network marketing company to be another one. They become a better one. And as a businesswoman, I've seen it, I'm paying attention to it, and I'm running with it because there's so much opportunity at the top. Now, the products are amazing. Like I said, anxiety, depression, health, weight loss. I've had people, I mean, we have a great weight loss product. We don't even focus on that, but I have tons of people that are using it. I literally lead with the business. because it's smart business sense. And I don't know if you follow me on Facebook. Maybe you should go follow me, friend me, whatever. But I do a lot of business with a lot of things. Brandon Stevens, you're going to see a picture of me and him. And I met him when I flew out to Utah. And he sat there. He's from Texas. He didn't grow up with any money. I didn't grow up with any money. And he said, I've been in network marketing for 10 years. People made fun of me. They laughed at me. They ignored me. They blocked me. They talked about me on social media. $10 million later, and he's still working network marketing. And I looked at him and I sat there in that small group and I thought, why are you doing this? What are you doing? He said, with my first million, I retired my parents and I bought them a house. With my other money, his wife, they own 9 different businesses. It brings him in over, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month off his businesses. She told him in the next 2 to 3 years to work network marketing. He's the one that just hosted the event in Texas, and I flew out and I trained on mindset. And he said, you literally need to run with this business the next 2 to 3 years because you're going to be a pioneer in this business and you're going to always have residual income coming from it because of the things you're going to be able to do. Because see, this is infinite levels deep. You're getting paid. There's not a cap on it. So for years and years and years, no matter who adds people under you, you're going to be getting those residuals. And so when I tell you that we've literally found gold, if you decide not to do this, if you think this is not for you, fine. This is actually not a Facebook marketing business. This is a network marketing business. I don't recommend anybody go post and copy and paste and message 1 million people with the same message. I say if you want to find a business partner, you pick up the phone and you call somebody to be your business partner. You send them a voice message and tell them about what you found, because we want people with integrity, that love people, that want to help people and their family. And if you're on this call and someone invited you, they see that in you because that's what we tell them to look for. We don't want to do life with people that are negative or, mean or whatever. We want life-breathing people to surround ourselves with, and we want to help people. And that's what we're about. So if you have been looking for something, if you've been praying for something, if you've been scared about your immune system, we can't prevent anybody from getting COVID, but we can give you vitamins to stay healthy or to feel better in the process or before you get sick. Everybody needs to be doing that for their body. Don't even get me started on what we're putting in our bodies, not to mention that, and the chemicals. We're slowly killing ourselves. That's another time, another day. But what we need to do here now is to realize you're not hearing this by accident. You may have heard it. You may be a little scared. You may be a little skeptical. I get it. I was. I'd be lying if I wasn't. My husband literally, he looked at me today and he said, if you do not run to the top and run quickly, you have lost your mind, because somebody else is going to, and they're going to pass you by. We have the whole state open. We have the whole Southeast. We have 19 different countries. We have a lady on here, our friend from the United Kingdom, that's getting started, that's just launched there. She literally will probably wind up being a millionaire. They're just getting started. This is an amazing opportunity for so many people. It's not for everybody, though. I'll tell you, everybody's not a nurse. Everybody's not a doctor. Everybody's not a network marketer. And that's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be. But I will tell you, if you will do the things that we tell you to do, the simple duplication process, and you do it the right way, and you work hard, because nobody's going to put hundreds or thousands of dollars in your pocket. If you do the steps, you will make the money, and you will be very surprised how far you've come. I think in the last 2.5 months, there have been over 100 different bonuses that have gone out to people underneath me that I've signed up. It's insane. I don't even know how many thousands of dollars that is that have gone out. I know I have well over 10 people that have made more than $1,000 since we've started in 2.5 months. What could an extra $500 do for you? What could an extra $1,000? What could an extra $10,000 do for you? Everybody needs a backup plan. It's 2020. Get on your phone and make you some money. A lot of people say, well, this is a scam. It's a pyramid scheme. Oh, you can call David Hewitt. He's my accountant in Birmingham, Alabama. and he can talk to you about it because he's been filing my taxes for 5 years. Literally, this is probably the most exciting thing I've ever been a part of. And I've been a part of network marketing. I've opened real estate franchises. I'm a businesswoman. But this is something that I can long term see and get excited about. And I want to bring you with me if you want to come. We won't beg anybody to do it. We won't make anybody do it, but we will help you do it if you say, hey, I'm ready. Let's go for it. Now, what I always do is I'm a prayer warrior. I love the Lord. I pray for things. I'm going to pray us out. And I want you to know that if you're meant to be here with us, then you will. And if you're not, that's okay too. We understand it completely. But thanks for hopping on. Thanks for listening. And I'll be praying for you and your family. And I wish you all the success in the world. God, I just thank you for today, Lord. I thank you for opportunities, Lord. I thank you for putting people in our lives that we're able to do life with and to help others. God, I thank you for products that can help our immune system, that can help our anxiety, Lord, our depression, our fears, God. Lord, I thank you for the products that have helped several of our children, God. Lord, thank you for the business. Lord, thank you for the milk that you've been able to provide some of my families, Lord, and thank you for the bills that you've been able to pay this month. Thank you for the vacations that people have been able to go on because of the money. And God, thank you for the extra nest egg that you've allowed people to have where they can just breathe a little easier during this time. God, I pray for people that need the products or the business or both. And Lord, I ask that you send them to us. Lord, help us to be diligent, to do good, to take this opportunity and run with it, Lord, because here it is that you've given it to us. Now it's just, what are we going to do with it? I thank you for that, and I thank you for these people. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. If anybody needs me, message me. If you're on here, whoever invited you, you should be in a message with me or your friends after this to ask any questions. Some people have some free memberships. You might want to even ask them about that. We're having a little special for those that registered. So find out if you want to join us. We will get you going. And if you join now, you actually have more time to rank up before the end of the next month. It gives you extra time. So don't wait. Get a hold of and get an extra 6 days to rank up sooner. We'll talk to you later. Bye.